The ABA Women's Riot, when Nigerian women rose together. In 1929, something powerful happened in southeastern Nigeria. Thousands of women stood up against colonial rule. They were not armed with guns. They carried no swords, but their voices shook the British administration. This movement is known as the ABA Women's Riot, though many now call it the Women's War because it was much more than a riot. The problem begins. At the time, Nigeria was under British colonial control. The British governed through appointed local leaders called warren chiefs. Many of these chiefs did not truly represent the people. Women were already facing heavy economic pressure. They traded in markets, farmed, and supported their families. Then rumors spread that the colonial government planned to tax women directly. For women who were already struggling, this felt like a final insult. The spark. The protest began when a colonial agent tried to count women and their property. Many believed this counting was the first step toward taxation. Anger spread quickly from village to village. Women organized through market networks and community ties. Within weeks, thousands gathered. Sitting on a man. The women used a traditional protest method sometimes called sitting on a man. They surrounded officials, sang songs of protest, chanted loudly, and demanded justice. It was public, bold, and impossible to ignore. They targeted corrupt warren chiefs and colonial buildings, showing that they rejected unfair authority. The response. Colonial authorities reacted with force. Troops were sent in. In some places, violence broke out and several women were killed. But even in the face of danger, the women did not back down easily. What changed? Although the protest was suppressed, it forced the British to rethink their system. Some warren chiefs were removed. Colonial policies were adjusted. More importantly, the ABA Women's Riot proved something powerful. Women were not silent victims of history. They were leaders, organizers, defenders of their communities. Why it still matters? Today, the ABA Women's Riot is remembered as one of Africa's largest women-led protests, a fight against unfair taxation and colonial control, a foundation of Nigerian women's political activism. Closing line for video. In 1929, thousands of Nigerian women showed that courage does not always carry weapons. Sometimes, it carries a voice that refuses to be silenced. Visit Adikebaneba's channel for videos like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.